Dreams do come true. I've chased one for last 21 years.
When I walk into bat, I should know that yes, I've prepared to the best of my ability. I couldn't have done anything better. My father told me that don't look to find shortcuts. There are going to be tough phases in your career.
He's a former Indian cricketer and captain. He's the only player to have scored 100 international centuries. He's widely regarded as one of the greatest batsmen of all time. He's Sachin Tendulkar, and here's my take on his top 10 rules for success. Rule number 1 is my personal favorite, and make sure to stick around all the way to the end for some special bonus clips. And as always, if he says something that really resonates with you, please leave it down in the comments below and put quotes around it so other people can be inspired as well.
Something which is really important is, which I believed, you have to chase your dreams. Dreams do come true. I've chased one for last 21 years. Won World Cup for India after 21 years. So dreams do come true. It may take a bit longer than some, but they do come true. Sometimes what happens that we push ourselves, but not enough, because we try and then we find excuses. We say that, oh, enough, I've tried, it's not happening, and you give up. And one extra step, success is waiting for you, which you sometimes don't end up taking. So always be prepared to push yourself.
Fearless, and the other way to describe that is confident, self-belief. I believe that if you're confident of your ability, if you're confident of your preparations, some people call it fearless, some people call it confidence. And I feel I'm confident of whatever I do. I fail sometimes, I succeed sometimes. So that's fair enough. It's a package deal. It comes with that package, failures and success. So I would put it differently. I'm confident and I trust my instincts.
When I first played for India, which was my dream, my father took me aside and told me that you have reached your landmark. Now what next? So I told him that I'm going to continue playing for India. So he said, everything in life is going to be temporary. You will play cricket for 10, 15 years, maybe 20 years. But what happens beyond that? Because everything is going to be temporary in your life. The only thing which will stay permanently with you till your last breath is the person that you are. The nature of a person has to be good. So I said, a lot of things will happen when you play cricket. People will appreciate, but I would be happier if people appreciated you more as a good person. So try and be a good person. It's something I would want all of you boys and girls to follow. Try and be a good person first. I think to respect your opposition, your teammates is really important. I can understand everyone is out here to win. Not everyone can be winners, but you can definitely win everyone's hearts. You can win some games, you can lose some games. In my career, I haven't won all the games, but something which sport teaches you is when there is failure, when you're faced with challenges, sport teaches you to get back on your feet again and compete harder in the right spirit. And that's what my message to you would be. Compete hard, but play in the right spirit and respect your sport above all. To me, pre-match preparation is extremely important because that's something which is within my control. When I walk into bat, I should know that yes, I've prepared to the best of my ability. I couldn't have done anything better. That is when I feel that I'm ready to go out and play. There is no player in the world who can actually walk out and say, today I'm going to score 100 or I will get minimum 5 wickets and come back. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't happen. But I believe in controlling the controllables, something where we don't have
control on certain things, those things you obviously cannot waste your energy in trying to figure out how can I control this. You would much rather focus all your energy on the things that you can control, get the best results possible. But making an effort is in your hands. Giving 100% is in your hands. Sometimes you end up with good results, sometimes you don't. Trying giving 100% is in your hands. That is what matters to me.
You all have dreams. You all have vision in life of what you want to become a priceless, precious diamond. You all are talented. You all are sent down by God with some or the other talent. We just need to identify that, and then from an uncut, unpolished diamond to become a polished, priceless diamond. It is a process, it's a journey where the path won't be easy. Sometimes when you're trying to do certain things, there might be obstacles. Don't give up, don't find shortcuts. I think it is important to follow the right path always. And in tough times, tough men last. So I'm very, very confident that if you follow the right things in life, you would be able to achieve your dreams. To me, cricket taught me a lot of things. Right from my school days, cricket taught me to prepare for an event, to plan how I want to move forward, and then to be able to execute those plans was even more important. My father was a writer. He was a poet. Said, whatever you want to be in life, I don't expect you to become a poet. Your passion is cricket. So in cricket, you make sure that you give your best. My father told me that don't look to find shortcuts. There are going to be tough phases in your career. It doesn't matter if you fail following the right path. So keep following the right path. As long as your heart tells you that yes, today you've tried your best. That is what I expect from you. Nothing more than that.
Any team sport, there are certain teams targets, and those targets should always be in the forefront. And then you will always find in a team sport, on a given day, there will be certain individuals who would perform better than the other ones. You just need to understand that, the guys who are in great form, the others have to play around them and chip in any whichever manner possible. And I feel great individuals and great performances, build a team, and which produces brilliant performances. You need solid individuals who come together and play as a team, and then achieve the results which we all aspire to. It is fantastic to be part of Indian cricket team. Last so many years that I've been part of, I've thoroughly enjoyed. There have been ups and downs, but it has taught us a lot in life. Going with the team through those ups and downs is a terrific journey. I've thoroughly enjoyed being part of it.
Just to clarify to everyone that I don't play for milestones. I play for India. The dream was to playing for India.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I made this video because Binay asked me to. So if there's a famous entrepreneur that you want me to profile next, leave it down in the comments below and I'll see what I can do. I'd also love to know which of the top 10 rules meant the most to you, had the biggest impact. What did you really take from this? I'd love to hear from you. Please leave it in the comments. I'm gonna join in the discussion. Thank you guys so much for watching. I believe in you. I hope you continue to believe in yourself and whatever your one word is. Much love. I'll see you soon.
I always wanted to win the World Cup. That was the reason I started. And as the time went by, I started enjoying cricket and I started realizing the challenges of cricket. And my coach was instrumental, and along with my brother, to my elder brother Ajit, to make me realize the importance of leading a disciplined life, a focused life, and to make me push harder. They found reasons, and even towards the end of my career, I followed that formula. If I scored runs, let the rest of the world talk about it. I think about the next game. And that, right from my school days, became an unwritten formula, an unwritten law at home, that we don't talk about last game, we talk about next game. And however many runs I scored, I wanted to go out and score more than that. So if I didn't score, I would have a restless night. If I scored runs, I would still have a restless night, thinking that how am I going to score more? And that's how it all happened. I mean, I normally don't discuss numbers, but this is something that I must share with all of you. Towards the end of my school cricket career, I'd already started playing first class cricket. And the last season, I can proudly say that I averaged 1,025 because I only got out once in the whole season. And my brother and my coach was instrumental in that, because every time I scored runs, none of them said, well played to me. And that's why in my farewell speech, I said to my coach that at least now you can take a chance by saying well done. There are no more matches in my career. But something that I lived for was appreciation from my coach and my brother, which never happened. I mean, and that was something which sort of kept me giving my best all the time. Every individual, it is important to have some kind of exercise and lead a healthy life. For me, I feel just the basic training just to keep in good shape, and then during the season and off season we have different plans, and sometimes it is about improving your fitness, and sometimes it is about just maintaining that level. So it depends what phase you are going through. During the season, obviously it is difficult to push hard all the time because you're playing matches, but just pre-season is the period where one would want to try harder and improve the fitness level. But generally in between the matches, it is to do with just maintenance and recovery. You need a good recovery session so that you're fresh for the next game, and then go out there and perform equally well or even better.